Hello everyone, what is your divine masculine feeling today, the 18th of September 2025? I just have to say that the energies are intense. You may feel like you are resting more than usual. You may notice that you are feeling pain in your crown chakra area. That's because you're receiving the most number of downloads today. And that's why you might also be feeling a lot of tension in your sacral and your root as well, because massive changes are coming and your divine masculine is just going through so much shifts. Like lately, the visitations in the astrals multidimensionally has just been so deep. It's not only 5D visitations. I'm talking about 7D, 8D, 9D, 10D and beyond. So what is actually happening is the upcoming solar eclipse is meant to set a tone in your connection, So in other words, you will notice a deep shift taking place in your twin flame journey. And when I mean shift, it is multidimensional. So Mercury is entering Libra, so there'll be a lot of communication shifts. There's also a strong inner drive towards balance, diplomacy, fairness. So that's why even your communication with your divine masculine, be it 3D or 5D or 4D, you will notice that you're much more softer. You're placing the past behind and you're focusing on the present. That's why this is a great today is a good day to speak truths in a gentle way, to articulate what you need and what you would like to hear from your divine masculine without forcing or pushing or blaming. So listening becomes a very important part of today, and you will notice that you're receiving a lot of shifts and a lot of downloads as a result of it. So the moon in Leo, the moon is low in lunar strength, waning towards the new moon in a couple of days, and energy is contracting, turning inward, reflecting. So that's why you may notice that you're feeling a lot more tired than usual, and also because you're going to see a lot of breakthroughs coming later today, flashes of insight, haha moments. Something unexpected in communication or connection may emerge. I strongly feel it could be 5D, it could be 3D even, maybe a new way of seeing your divine masculine, maybe remembering the times where he was more kind and tender. It's often during separation, it's so easy to be carried away by what went wrong instead of all the things that went right. Those moments where example, he could have booked a cab for you, or little ways of caring for you, of taking care of you, spending the time you needed, especially if you're going through a breakdown or something, like how he was there for you, listening to you. And often that is overlooked, especially, when the focus goes straight to his mean words, or his words, or him blocking you on social media or communication devices. So today is about thinking about all the times that he was such a sweet and gentle individual. It's about thinking about the times that the bubble phase where you were truly happy, and that's what's bringing today. So speak from balance, be it 3D, 4D or 5D, multidimensionally. Keep doing your missions. If you're called to attend a certain conference up in the 9th D, go for it as well. So do not limit yourself. Be expensive. And that's exactly what your DM is doing as well. He's no longer just meeting you in the 5D. He's meeting you in the 8th D, 9th D, 10th D. So that's why that multidimensional interactions are widening. And that's why today is about conversations that seek harmony, not defensiveness, so that's why it's more about I feel, instead of I need, go into I feel language. Listen for what's unspoken, because the moon is waning in Leo. Pride or ego might block vulnerability. Sometimes what's needed is letting your heart speak without performance and create space for insight. So delve deeper today. Trust your intuition more. Let the dreams flow in. Let the dreams come in. And do not force resolution. If things are confusing, if you feel like you're pushing too hard, take a breather. Spend time delving deeper into who you are on a soul level. Some things may need to simmer down first. Pressure now could cause the same old loop. So what you do is relax and let go and go with the flow. And this is exactly the moment your communication with your DM is going to strengthen. And Mercury is opposing Neptune as well. So midday today, you may be feeling dreamy, creative, intuitive, but also, a little blurry as well. So you may start off on a high note, and then you might suddenly be triggered by your own memories, with your divine masculine. So try to avoid misunderstanding or idealization of your divine masculine, or projecting fantasies onto your divine masculine, or try to instead shift it towards soul remembrance. Travel, thinking about how far you've come in the journey, connecting to the mission within. All these will help you to anchor yourself again. So Saturn retrograde in Pisces could bring up unhealed wounds, and especially for your divine masculine. That's what's happening. He's thinking about all that he did that backfires at the moment, so he's holding a lot of guilt right now. So this is a time where clarification is definitely going to come in place. That's why 3D communication is very, very strong during this period, because divine masculines out there are revisiting boundaries, karmic responsibilities, healing old promises of agreements. And so that's why this is a crucial period, because he's truly trying to get rid of connections that don't serve him, so that he can clear the noise in the third energy field to come closer to you than ever. So Neptune retrograde, it's so beautiful as always, right? Clarity versus illusion. Dreams, fantasies, romantic idealism get tested because the veil is thinning, and because we are going to enter October soon, and the veil is becoming thinner and thinner and thinner. And this month is such an important month for awareness, for seeing through the veil. So that's why there is a deeper integration, more spiritual growth, compassion deepening. So everything is coming to the surface. If there were diversions, now the road is becoming clearer. Uranus retrograde breakthroughs, surprises from within, surprises from your DM, it's all coming together. So Pluto retrograde is bringing about the deep shadow work period, power, control, hidden motive, everything that has been buried is coming up. So that's why, as far as twin flame dynamics are concerned, you are starting to, the retrograde is asking you, Pluto retrograde is asking you, who holds control? What are you releasing? And with Uranus retrograde, it's about change. Can you allow yourself to go with the flow, or are you going to just give in to the past? So these are the questions that are coming up. So that's why today is such a very, very strong day. The angel numbers for today are 1818. If you're seeing 1818, very, very, very auspicious. It just means you are on the right track. And the beautiful colors for today is blue and green. If you're seeing blue and green, and if you're seeing roses, that's a very, very, very auspicious sign as well. And if you are seeing apples, and if you are seeing red, you know your divine masculine is very passionate about you. So literally everything is flowing in, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.